In this video, I'm going to talk about blocks. So I've opened up my CAD drawings folder on OneDrive. I'm going to create a new drawing and I'm going to call it blocks template. Make sure you're in metric mode and I'm going to click create. So I'm going to find the origin where the red and the green line meet, 0, 0, ready to create a block. But let's just quickly show you what a block can do. Over on the side, we have a menu that has blocks in it. Every new drawing in AutoCAD has these ones built in. If we scroll to the bottom, we can see that there's actually some vehicles, and I'm going to put in this sport vehicle. I now have on screen a car. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see it. This car can be placed anywhere, but you'll notice that the car has an origin. It has a cross. I can also ask it where to put that car, so I'm going to say I want to put it at 0, 0 at the origin. And you can see now I've got this vehicle. That vehicle is saved in the blocks library and can be used over and over and over again. For example, I could insert another one straight away and put it beside that one and make myself a little car park. That isn't what I'm trying to do today. What I'm trying to do today is to show you how to make circuit diagrams using blocks. So what I'll do is I'll quickly select all of that and erase it. And we're going to make our own blocks. So I'm just zooming in so I'm closer to the origin. And what I'm going to do is create a resistor. I'm going to click draw, I'm going to click line, and I'm going to go for 0, 0 at my origin and create my first line. I want to zoom in so I can see where that line is. And I'm wanting a line 5 millimeters long. So I'm going to ask you for 5. And I'm wanting it to be a straight line. And there we go. I'm going to click escape. This is going to be the side connection of the resistor. I'm now going to draw a rectangle. I'm going to draw a rectangle. And I'm going to have this rectangle onto the end of that line. I'm going to click tap and I'm going to draw myself a rectangle. So my rectangle is going to be 10 millimeters long and I'm going to have it 5 millimeters wide. There's my rectangle. Doesn't look like a resistor because it's not quite right. So I'm going to use the select command and then the move command. And I'm going to move from the middle. You'll notice that I've got my snaps turned on. If you can't see the little triangle, you haven't set your snaps, and that's in a different video. And click tap, and I move it down so the middle now lines up with the line. I've now got 3/4 of a resistor. I'm going to draw another line from the midpoint of there, tap. I'm going to draw along, and I want this line to be 5 millimeters long. 5. So the key with this circuit diagram technique we're going to use is that all the items are going to be the same length and same height and can be inserted into a drawing. So what I've got now is a resistor. And now the magic, we're going to turn it into a block. I click select, and select everything. And I'm going to scroll along until I find the button that says new block. So once I click new block, it's saying enter a block name. So I'm going to enter resistor, enter. It's now saying the insertion point or the base. It's asking me, when you put this into a new drawing, where do you want the insertion point to be? If you remember, that was the middle of the bumper on the car. I'm going to select 0, 0 or the end of the line. So you can tap on the end of the line or you could type 0, 0. So I'll tap on the end of the line this time. And there we are. We've created our first block. Go on to the block library on the side. We should be able to scroll through here, and somewhere in here there'll be a resistor. And I tap resistor. I can pop as many resistors in as I want and build myself a circuit diagram. Doesn't look much like a circuit diagram now, but we could insert these parts, rotate them, move them around, make ourselves a diagram. So I'm going to move it from that point and join it in. Now I'm going to set a series of resistors with one orphan resistor. I'm going to move that one as well. I've selected it, hit the move command. you can see that all of the parts of the resistor move together. So if you wanted to manipulate a circuit diagram, 3 series resistors straight away, you could then annotate and put some text on there if you wanted to. But what we've just done is created a block. What you're going to do in your next piece of work is create capacitors, inductors and other components and build a circuit diagram.